This one.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This is the Court of
Yeah, the court is coming on.
This is the Court of Appeals sitting in Bermuda, calling civil appeal number 2 of 2020. Tawanna Wedderburn, the appellant, against the Bermuda Health Council, the chairman of the Bermuda Health Council, the Minister of Health, and the Premier of Bermuda. The representation for the parties is Mr. Eugene Johnston of Smith, Dean & Co. For the appellant, Ms. Juliana Snelling of Canterbury Law Chambers. For the first and second respondent, and Mr. Charles Richardson of Compass Law Chambers for the third and fourth respondent. The proceedings are before my lords and lady, Mr. Justice of Appeals, Sir Morris Kay, presiding, Mr. Justice Jeffrey Bell, and Mrs. Justice Dame Elizabeth Gloucester.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We understand you may have some news for us.
We may
Yes,
do
my
that.
lords. Yes, my lords, and we are asking for an order that this matter be adjourned immediately to closed chambers so we could have a private conversation with your lordships without, I don't know if any press have access to this hearing right now or not, but our concern is an agreed term of settlement between the parties that we would like to disclose in chambers and not on an open record, if that's possible.
Well, it's not very easy for us to go into chambers
Okay,
for that. There are ways in which you can retain the confidentiality of your terms in the sense that you don't have to explain them publicly.
yes,
In some circumstances, you wouldn't even have to explain them to us. But the proceedings are in open court, and I don't think we could justify going into closed session.
I understand, my lord. Having heard that, we would, on behalf of the parties, happily wish to inform you that the parties have resolved matters. And the ink is being applied in the next 4 or 5 minutes. We wish to stress, we apologize for any inconvenience. We have been reading up, furiously working up until yesterday on the case, but matters did not reach a settlement in principle until the early hours of this morning. And the resolution of matters did not occur until very early this morning. So we do.
I don't think it's a matter for apology. I think it's a matter for congratulation. If between you, you've managed to reach terms that are acceptable to everybody.
Very great.
May I address the court, please?
Who's speaking?
This is
That's
Tawanna
Mr.
Wedderburn, the appellant.
Are you not speaking through Mr. Johnston?
That's why I'm asking to address the court. I need 5 minutes to confer with my counsel, please.
Yes. Well, it sounds as though we need 5 minutes anyway, so you can spend them conferring with Mr. Johnston.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, Ms. Wedderburn, we don't have a separate breakout room for you to confer with your counsel, so the best course is for you to disengage your mic, both you and Mr. Johnson, and you can speak privately over the phone. The judges can retire to their breakout room and everyone else can disengage their mic and camera.
Yeah.
Grateful.
All right.
Thank you. Can you state that? Sure. Yeah.
Quayla, can you put us into the breakout room, please?
It should be accessible to you still.
Oh, is it?
I don't see it on my screen.
Nor do I.
Justice K is going over. Justice Bell, I'll come to you to sort you out. Justice Gluskin. I think he's made his way over.
I've got no button to take me to the breakout room.
Justice Gloucester, would you be able to leave the call and I'll readmit you so that you can go over?
Yeah, hang on. I've now got the breakout room. I'll
Good morning, Minister Wilson.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm confirming that you are the third respondent in these proceedings.
That's correct.
The court has gone into a brief adjournment so that Ms.
Is this
Wedderburn can.
Tawanna?
Yes, we're live, madam.
Okay. You just didn't identify yourself, so I didn't know who I was talking to. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. The court's going into a brief recess for Mr. Johnson to confer with his client, Ms. Wedderburn. So if you could mute your mic, and if your camera is engaged, disengage it, so that way you're not seen during the adjournment.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Coelho.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just confirming that we have all parties back on the call.
Thank you. And I see that the minister has joined us.
Yes. Mr. Richardson, are you there? And Ms. Wedderburn?
I see Mr. Richardson.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't in fact see the minister yet, but I see her name.
She may not be joining by camera.
Right.
Great.
Yes, she is. Good morning, Minister.
She's on mute.
She's muted.
Yes, I'm sorry. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Miss Snelling, where are we up to?
In the last, certainly in my 5-minute adjournment, we've reached final terms with Mr. and Mrs. Wedderburn. If she and her or her counsel could confirm that, we've resolved matters finally. Very
Yes.
pleased to say.
Mr. Johnson, you can confirm that?
That's my instruction, madam.
Yes, thank you very much. How do you want to go about formalizing it?
We undertake to file a consent order signed by all counsel within the next 30 minutes.
That's fine. Is Mr.
What
Richardson?
are you asking us to do? Are you asking us to, what are the terms which you are inviting the court to do with the appeal?
That the appeal should be dismissed with no order as to costs because the parties have resolved matters amongst them. Please.
Thank you.
Yes, well, if you're content with that, I'm sure we'd be content to sign that off.
Very grateful.
Mr. Richardson is here to confirm that as well, is he?
Yes, I can confirm that matters are as Ms. Snelling has represented before the court this morning.
And
Well,
we
thank
will
you.
also file a consent order in the Supreme Court in respect of those extant proceedings.
Yes. Well, thank you all very much. And again, thank you for your hard work on the case, which would have raised some interesting issues, and well done. Thank you.
Thank you.
We shall take our leave of you.
Such a privilege to appear in front of all of you. Very grateful.
Thank you.
Morning, these proceedings are adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Coelho.